Hi and welcome to the Telly's Angels Archaeological Fieldwork Seminar. My name is Alice.
My name's Claire and we've both been on archaeological fieldwork in Luxor.
I'm Amy and I've just come back from archaeological fieldwork in Aquileia in Italy. We've got slides that go along with this presentation and you can download them from the Telly's Angels website, so that's www.tellysangels.com.au. Macquarie University offers a unit for you to gain credit for your participation in fieldwork. So if you're an undergrad student, you'd complete AHIS 347, and if you're a postgrad student, you'd complete AHPG 811. So they're the two unit codes depending on whether you're undergrad or postgrad. And that covers projects run by Macquarie University or projects that are approved by Macquarie University. So that's projects through other universities that Macquarie Uni have said, yep, we're happy for you to participate in fieldwork with this group. There's two components to complete the subject. One is obviously participation. The other component is written works that contribute to your fieldwork experience. Macquarie Uni run multiple sites in Egypt and they also offer Near East and Mediterranean options. But don't let that limit you. There's of course 101 other options out. Okay, so if you're wondering who should apply, there's a few things you just need to be able to tick off. Firstly, that you're healthy and fit. Secondly, that you're a team player. Thirdly, that you're enthusiastic. And fourthly, that you have a good sound academic record. There's also a few things to keep in mind. Firstly is that you'll be exposed to a lot of different things. You'll also need to factor in that you need funding for 6 weeks overseas. And another thing to consider is the time factor. So spending time on fieldwork may actually overlap with part of your semester, so you need to factor that in as well. There's some prereqs for the Egypt option, and there's also prereqs for the Near East and Mediterranean. So when we're thinking about prerequisites, keep in mind that you should always refer to the Macquarie University handbook, you should refer to the application forms for fieldwork, and you should also speak to the unit convener. So his details will be on the slide at the end.
Now you need to know how to apply for the unit. For the Egypt options, step 1 is to decide that you want to go. Step 2 is to talk to the respective director of your desired dig, and we'll give you their information at the end of the seminar. Step 3 is to read the application guidelines and fill in the application form. These are available for download from the Department of Ancient History website. Together with the application form, you'll need to provide a few extra documents. We'll go through that in just a moment. For Near East and Mediterranean options, the process looks a little bit differently. It's a good idea to talk to Ken Sheedy, Ariana Trevilla or Stephen Llewellyn, who can give you some more information about the different sites you want to apply. A lot of past students have gone through external institutions to do their fieldwork. So once you've found a site that you're interested in, contact your desired project and fulfill their application requirements. Then you also have to fulfill the requirements of Macquarie University. So what goes into your application? As well as a completed application form, you should provide a cover letter, a resume, an academic transcript. You may also like to include references and indications of any other skills that you might have. For Near East and Mediterranean options, it works a little bit differently. Remember, you'll be competing against other international students, so you really need to demonstrate what your abilities are. You should indicate which courses you might have taken, provide a strong academic record, a cover letter, references, as well as indications of other skills, and this will really show your enthusiasm. Ways to enhance your application include taking archaeological drawing or epigraphy courses. These are run by Mary Hartley and Beth Thompson, and you can contact them for more information. You might like to try and get museum experience. There's museums on and off campus, as well as prior excavation experience. There's a number of projects around New South Wales that you can get involved with. Other skills include photography, first aid, language, anything that you think might help. Once you're successful and you need financial support to get you on your way, there are a few different avenues you can go through. Macquarie University provides mobility scholarships through Macquarie International, their link is there. And also Macquarie Ancient History Association, MAHA, provides some grants as well. You can contact them for more information.
If you're thinking about attending a fieldwork opportunity that's not through Macquarie University, there are hundreds of options out there. Whether you're thinking international or national, so within Australia, there's a few different websites that we recommend given that they've had high rates of success in the past. Think about speaking to your unit conveners and people who have been on fieldwork before, find out what's worked for them, what sites they've used and how they've got in contact with different groups. Also think about signing up to different mailing lists that you can get to from these websites and also from others, and also factor in that the application requirements and the cut-off dates for applications are going to be quite early.
So you've applied and you've heard back, but your application hasn't been successful. Don't despair, it's not personal, and keep applying. This shows determination. So what can you expect on fieldwork? Remember that you are in a different country and everything is going to be different, such as cultural and social differences, language differences, and colouring differences, and you're going to be meeting lots of new people from lots of different backgrounds. So what type of work are you actually going to do when you're on excavation? Well, there are two types. There is site work and there is magazine work. Site work includes things such as excavation, mapping, epigraphy and others. Meanwhile, magazine works includes artefact processing, catalogue, etc. And the types of work that you're going to be doing on Near Eastern and Mediterranean digs are fairly similar, and that includes trench work, artefact work, ecofact work, survey, but it also includes work off-site, such as visiting nearby sites and museums. So the work sounds fantastic, but it sounds really, really expensive. So start saving now. For Egypt, you can expect to save for $4,000 to $5,000. Now that includes your flights, your accommodation, bakshish, which is the Egyptian form of tipping, and don't forget presents for friends and family back home. For Near Eastern Mediterranean options, it's going to be a little bit more expensive, so expect to save between about $7,000 to $9,000, which also includes necessities like flights and accommodation, but also other extras. So here's a list of all the people you need to contact to get on one of Macquarie University or another university's archaeological digs. For Egypt, if you want to go to Luxor, contact either Associate Professor Boyo Okinga or Dr. Susanna Binder. For Mia, contact Professor Kanawati. For Abu Roash, contact Dr. Jan Tristar. And for the Near Eastern Mediterranean, if you want to go to Aquileia, contact Dr. Ariana Travaglia. For the Mediterranean, contact Dr. Ken Sheedy, and for Israel, contact Dr. Stephen Llewellyn. So if you want more information, don't hesitate to contact Telly's Angels. We can be contacted through any of these forms, and don't forget to stay tuned for our Archaeological Fieldwork pre-departure seminar, which will be coming up soon. And thank you very, very much.